Hope you're all doing well today. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install your gun grips on your pistol. I will also be reviewing the HandleIt grips and talking about the previous one, making a few comparisons to the Talon grips, and then explaining why I went with the choices I did. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, comment, and share to help support the channel. For this example, I will be installing the Premium Series sandpaper on my Glock 17. This costed $23. It comes with the overall grip, the back strap, the two little side pieces that you can put here, the alcohol swab, and the bag. It does not come with this cleaning patch. I think for this, $23 is a fair price. I like the HandleIt grips a little bit more than the Talon grips because they seem to have a little bit more options. Also, they come with these two pieces here, which like you can see on my Glock 17, it makes a nice little resting spot for your thumb. I don't really push down on that much, but if you're a higher and a more forward grip, it's kind of a nice ledge to be able to put your thumb on because the Glocks don't really have much of an edge to begin with. I didn't do the right side because my thumb is not there, so there's no point to do that. I like how they send those out. Nothing wrong with the Talon grips. I haven't used those before. I do believe the Talon grips were out before HandleIt grips. This is kind of just personal preference. I also at the time did want green and the Talon grips did not have any colors, but I don't believe the HandleIt grips makes these colors anymore. Not all of them came in colors. This is the Edge series. This was the first grip tape I tried out and I did like it. My hands sweat a lot, and this was an improvement over nothing at all. The Edge series is really popular, and I think it's a good beginning place for most people. It has more of a rubbery feel rather than a sandpaper like on this where it's more abrasive. I did enjoy using this, but because my hands sweat a lot, I did find my grip moving a little bit on this, so I wanted to step it up a little bit to this Premium Series sandpaper, so I'm gonna give this a shot. A couple reasons I like these gun grips better than stippling. Number one, because it's cheaper, and number two, if that grip is not working out for you, you can easily swap it like I'm about to do here, or if it kind of wears out and loses its grip, you can swap it out as well. Now, I've been using this for about a year or a little bit over a year, and it still has a lot of texture. This is still usable, and I think the Edge series is good for most people, not being too harsh. Now, if you have really soft hands or you don't have any calluses built up, you might want to go a step down with this. When I was doing a lot of quick drawing, it was digging into my skin a little bit, but nothing crazy, nothing I had problems with or no bleeding or anything like that. And I probably could have fixed it by loosening my grip a little bit in my right hand. Now, this is pretty skinny, but when you add it, you will notice that the gun does feel a little bit thicker. Now, I have a little bit bigger hands, so I don't mind it at all. For the Glock 19, which is my EDC, I went a slight step down from the Premium Series, which was recommended by their customer service. So I'm trying out the Elite series because I had the same Edge series on there before. You can do this with a hair dryer. That's how I did it with this, but I went ahead and got this Seacone heat gun on Amazon. It's only $29. It's gonna work a lot better. I have a variable temperature dial back here. It's a small attachment, so I'll really be able to focus that heat in small areas like here. First thing I'm gonna do is just remove what I have on there already. Pulls right off, easy to remove. There is a little bit of residue I'll have to take off, which actually it looks like if you just wipe your finger on it or scrape it a little bit, it's already starting to come off. So that'll be easy to get off. Just have to wipe that off a little bit, some goop right there. To make this easier, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the slide. Some of the residue is not even there, so this will be good for the install, but I am gonna wanna wipe some of that up, anything I do see, and then once I get that alcohol wipe, I can clean the surface as well. Took a microfiber rag, went ahead and wiped all the residue away from that. After that, I'll go ahead and take this alcohol swab, wipe down that whole area just to clean that. This needs to be dry. Just go ahead and wipe down the whole thing over here because I'm gonna mount that here because I'm a right-handed shooter. My left thumb will go there, so I want that clean. I'm not mounting both sides. And then you can let this air dry if you want, or you can take a cleaning patch like I have. If you just lightly do the stippling, it should be okay, but if you rub it too hard, it'll start to stick to it. Let's get this as dry as possible. Just get my X-Acto knife ready so I can cut that grip. These are real cheap. You can buy these on Amazon too. Try to center on that Glock piece, but I want to pay attention more to my mag release. And then right there, the lip of the slide release. If you get this side right and then you curl it over, you'll be fine on the left side. There is a little bit of room for adjustment. I am gonna have to cut this a little, which I don't really care. I'm gonna cut that corner off at an angle about to right here. So I'm just gonna take this corner off. I'm pretty close. It's still hitting on the bottom, so I'm gonna have to cut this way as well to right there. Just a straight piece. Don't care about being too exact. So now that I got my fitment right on this side, I had to cut some more of that out. I had to cut some under here because of this mag well. If you're not using a mag well, you won't have to do any trimming and you won't have any problems. It's just because this sticks up so far. Just want to make sure you're good on both sides when you fold it over and both areas are lined up. I just trimmed it pretty much identical on the left and right side. Had to cut up a little bit higher for the mag well. Main things I'm going to be lining up on the first side is the Glock square, the mag release, which goes there, this little cutout, which goes here, and then the circle. Peel off the backing. Trying not to touch the adhesive. Peel it over to this side. Lightly put it on there, get that Glock aligned, this hole over here aligned, adjust it a little. Looks like this is back a little too far, so this needs to be moved forward right about there because that's going to line up with that grip. Wrap that underneath, but you can see Glock's pretty well aligned. This circle is good for the most part. Mag release is pretty even, and then up top even. You don't want it going too high up there. When you're doing this bottom here, you want to make sure that you're getting a tight wrap over, otherwise there's going to be air bubbles in here. When I'm taking this over, I'm going to kind of put pressure on it as I'm rolling it, and I'll start adjusting this side. I'm going to start top down again. This is up a little bit higher, so I need to push this side down. You see how it's kind of coming up at an angle? Push this down and it's too far over here. So what I need to do, I do need to have this pulled back a little bit farther. Messed up a little, that's all right. I'm gonna pull this back farther. One of the first things I line up is that circle right here. Circle and the Glock, those are lined up. It has to be really exact, otherwise that other side isn't gonna work. That looks kind of good. See how that does on the other side. It looks a little bit better. Need to pull this down on this side. On that left right there has to be pulled down. It's a little bit high. That honestly looks pretty good. There's a little bit of give and take to where you can adjust some of this. So I'm gonna adjust that just down a little bit. This is gonna dent in a little bit, so I can use that to suck that up slightly. And then it'll dent in over here too, so it'll pull that down. You just wanna make sure you have all your air bubbles out. There was an air bubble right here, so I peel it back and I'm just gonna lay it down towards that direction. Same for here. Just gonna really indent right there to try to get that air bubble out. Just give it a little bit of pressure on some of those areas. After you have it where you like it, I can start adjusting this a little bit to get those air bubbles out. Start giving it some pressure to work that stuff out. And I'm gonna push downwards and out towards the ends to get it all set, especially on the curves. You want to make sure you're kind of scraping that down a little. You can kind of pull it up, get that a little higher. So however you want it to lay, you can pull it that way. So I can manipulate this with just like that. See that? I got it up higher. and then I can work that out. Perfect. Got it up just a little higher, out of the way. This is where you really want to focus on. Make sure there's no bubbles in here. I want this back a little bit up. I'm going to kind of give it a tug upwards. Just to there. Get that out of the way, a little bit of the trigger. Start giving some pressure around the edges. You want to get some pressure down here because there's a dip. I'm going to put one of these on, which it'll be this one. You're just matching the curve, so it's slanting down, so you're gonna want that one there. I like this to be a little bit higher on that ridge, right on the edge of that. So it can be closer to my thumb. So when it wraps over, it's a little bit more on that ridge. It's not where the slide is gonna be going, but get some pressure there. I'm gonna have to cut the top portion of it, cut it around. Just gonna cut to these lines right here. It's about what I had before. I'm just basing this off the bottom of the back strap. So I need to go a little bit higher. This came over to this side a little bit more than that. So it'll be a little offset. We'll just take this up, round it out a little. Need to round those sides out a little bit more. Cut that at an angle because of the screw. Try not to touch the... Just lined up the bottom slant of the grip, the side of the grip tape I just put down. You really need to get close because of that other side. Right up against that. As much as I can get it. So I'm going to keep forming to that left side of the grip. See what it gets us over here. It's all overlapping a little. So I'm going to push that down. Up top it's fine. I'm just going to peel that up and trim it. Go ahead and push that down. Make sure you get those air bubbles pushed out. Everything else is great. Had to make 2 small trims to this right side, which is all right. This is a little bit wonky, but I don't care. Now we can get to the blow drying portion. You're gonna do this 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on there, and I'm going to do the lowest setting, and I'm gonna do the lowest temperature. You just go ahead and heat it up all around. Pretty hot. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. Just gonna heat this and heat that up all around. Can really concentrate on this, on these areas. Let's do that side first. I'm on about 1.5 or temperature 2 for this heat gun. Focusing on the edges is important. Want to focus on the edges, just like that. Push that down. I'm going to move on to the middle. Do not exceed 130 degrees. I do the middle and this other side here. Just gonna go ahead and press it down, press the edges down, get everything a good fitment. And then you're just gonna repeat this and do it 2 or 3 times. I don't see any air bubbles, it's fitting well. and just press down the edges, kind of smear it out towards the side. I'm just going to do that same thing around the gun 2 more times. So I heated all the grip surfaces up with the heat gun, repressed them down all over, smoothing them out, and it looks pretty good. It feels better, a little bit harder of a grip, a little bit harder of a surface. Definitely catching my hands better on this premium series. I can already feel that purchase on there as well. And then you can put your thumb up here if you'd like. That's why I put it up a little bit higher. So if you do like that ledge, like some people do, the grip tape is there. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, comment, and share to help support the channel. Thank you for watching.